He says they are shaping the future of healthcare, education, money, and so on, every aspect of our lives. One of their most nefarious goals is to end humanity as we know it and turn every human being into a cyborg, a symbiosis between man and machine. This can sound very interesting for some people who think that it will give us superhuman abilities, and it may do that to a certain degree. What they of course don't mention is that once you're hooked up to the cloud and you are controlled by artificial intelligence, you lose every and all independence, sovereignty, freedom. Then you literally become a slave of a totalitarian digital surveillance network worldwide. And there's no escaping, because once you have the chip in your brain, you will be monitored everywhere you go, and they will be able to insert all kinds of commands into your body that will control you even beyond your consciousness. You won't even notice it. That agenda is confirmed by a prominent spokesperson for the World Economic Forum and the United Nations, the Israeli professor Noah Yuval Harari. Listen closely to some of his insane statements.
We've reached the point when we can hack not just computers, we can hack human beings and other organisms. Humans are now hackable animals. You know, the whole idea that humans have, they have this soul or spirit and they have free will and nobody knows what's happening inside me. So whatever I choose, whether in the election or whether in the supermarket, this is my free will, that's over.
Do you realize what he's actually saying? Remember, this is a prominent spokesperson for the World Economic Forum, the United Nations, the World Health Organization, and many other leading globalist entities, who literally declares that people will no longer be able to choose who they elect or what they even buy in the supermarket. That era is over, he says.
Whatever I choose, whether in the election or whether in the supermarket, this is my free will, that's over.
Eventually, within 10 or 20 or 30 years, such algorithms could also tell you what to study at college and where to work and whom to marry and even whom to vote for.
So according to Harari, we should no longer listen to our heart, our intuition, our experience, our own senses, but we should allow artificial intelligence to determine who to marry and who to vote for. This means a total takeover of the human soul, spirit, mind, and our entire life by robots.
After thousands of years, during which humans were the rulers of the world, authority and power will shift away from humans to computers, and most humans will become economically useless and politically powerless. Already today, we are beginning to see the creation of a new class of humans, the useless class.
During the 2020 Davos conference, there was a session dedicated to discussing the transition from humanity to becoming a cyborg. One of the panel members confirmed what we've heard from Harari, that technology will no longer be outside of us, but will be built deep inside of us.
We're going to start the When Humans Become Cyborg session. You know, I always want to be a cyborg. I'm waiting for the day to become one, but let's see. Like today, we like to really talk about the recent developments of brain-computer interface and how that's really blurring the line between man and machine.
There is even like devices that can collect what you're seeing, measuring your feelings either through facial recognition devices, micro muscle movements, and so on. These data is going to be stored somewhere, so it might be in a cloud service.
I can easily imagine big tech companies having a lot of control over that data. So is that the future that's...
Yeah.
In another session, the CEO of Nokia said that smartphones will be built inside of our bodies.
I was talking about 6G earlier, which is around 2030. I would say that by then, definitely the smartphone as we know it today will not anymore be the usual kind of the most common interface. Wow. Many of these things will be built directly into our bodies.
And that it's indeed their agenda to track us everywhere we go, everything we do, everything we buy is confirmed in this clip from the World Economic Forum.
We're developing, through technology, an ability for consumers to measure their own carbon footprint. What does that mean? That's where are they traveling? How are they traveling? What are they eating? What are they consuming on the platform? So, individual carbon footprint tracker. Stay tuned. We don't have it operational yet, but this is something that we're working on.
And of course, they always use an excuse. In this instance, they use climate change as the excuse. Yeah, we have to completely track where you go to make sure that you don't emit too much carbon dioxide into the atmosphere. These are the guys who have been